are you even telling someone first, I want you to focus on getting monetized?
No.
As of right now?
No.
2025?
Absolutely not.
No, why?
Because, all right, guys, today I'm fired up, Scotty, because we are going to be sharing another success story.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing is he hasn't been doing it that long.
No.
We actually started working with him about a month and a half ago, and he started his channel, I think 3.5 or 4 months ago. He's a piano teacher that wanted to take his business online, and he's already booking clients. He's getting steady views, but when he first started, he wasn't. So we're going to break it all down and kind of let you guys in on that story so you guys can hopefully benefit from this. So where should we start, Scotty?
Let's start talking about, all right, when Matt came in. Shout out to Matt, by the way.
Shout out, Matt.
I think it's Matt Hodge Music. Okay. Shout out to him. So when he came into the 1K Collective, which is currently closed, but it is something that we do offer from time to time, we'll open up. When he came in, I think he was only averaging a couple hundred views a video. And his main thing he was doing was kind of this covers of songs. It wasn't even really teaching much.
He actually had some videos that did get a few thousand.
Yeah. Yeah. Early on, he had a couple that went, and they were all pretty much, like you said, covers, right? So they were like covers, kind of not voiceovers, but I guess piano overs, whatever you want to call them. It
wasn't showing his face.
Yeah, it was just faceless.
But it was, they were recognizable,
Yeah.
like Disney songs or something like that. So there was that element to it, and it really wasn't bringing him in people that would pay for his services. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that. He was getting some views, some 200, some 2,000.
Yeah.
But they were it wasn't the right targeting, which we'll talk about.
Yeah. And I think once he made the shift into more teaching style, that's when he was probably averaging only a couple hundred views a video in the beginning before he started kind of working with us. And I think the biggest thing for Matt that I noticed is really getting clear on what angle into the niche is going to help him kind of blow his channel up. Because I don't remember exactly how many subscribers he had at the time when we started working. Do you remember?
I do not remember.
It was under 1,000. Yeah. I can't remember exactly.
Right
now, he's currently over 7,000 subscribers. But as of recently, the past month, he's starting to kind of get some videos averaging 5,000 to 10,000 views, 20,000 views.
He had one that just hit 20.
Yeah, one hit over 20,000 views. And yes, views is great. But if you know our channel, if you've already been on the podcast and you've heard, we don't really focus on views that much. A little bit, it's nice to have views, but we want the right views. And I think that's the other thing that he is starting to get is the right views, because like you said earlier, he's leading this into clients. He's leading this into people on his email list. And it's all starting from finding the right angle into the niche. So when we started with Matt, we first told him, okay, he said, hey, I want clients. I'm not getting clients. I'm not getting people to an email list, any of this. I want to have a training of some sort to give out. But I can't, because everything's a cover of this Disney song, this and that. People don't care about that, right? So if you're someone in any space, right, and you're doing something like, let's just say music, and you're doing covers, okay, how do you get out of that space and start working on focusing on helping someone in that area?
Well, you know, it's funny because we had another student of ours that helped people sing. So very, very similar.
I had a feeling you were going to go there with Mike.
With Mike. And he had a video that got over, I think it was at least 2 million, but I think it was like 4 million. It was but it was a viral video. And what it was a cover of a popular song that he basically did a reaction to. So, and it was great, right? I think he got over 30,000 subscribers from that video.
Crazy,
But when he would post something about how to sing a high note or how to keep yourself in range or how to do a warm up, he didn't get many views. Like he was under 500 views. And so he came into our program and we started working with him, even did a one-on-one with him. And he was able to, I think it was his next video or the video after that, got over 20,000 views, but the 20,000 views were of the right people. And he had said, I'd have to go back and listen to what he had sent us in, because he basically told us exactly what happened because he was so fired up. But I believe he gained another 500 to 800 email subscribers, made over $1,500 in course sales just from that video. Now, 20,000 views is still a lot of views, but they were the right views. The million, it made him some in AdSense money, but then it just drops off. the cool thing is about anything that we're doing, and this is what Matt is learning right now too, because he said, he goes, now I've got videos I recorded a month ago that didn't have many views. They're getting views. I'm getting people to find my videos because they're coming into my ecosystem.
They're binging.
And they're binging, or they're being recommended it the next day or the next day. And so it depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
If you're trying to just go after YouTube money, like, you want views.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to, but it's almost like you get that burst. And then after that burst, it's like, you got to do it again. What we're doing is we're creating these assets. I like to look at these as like revenue and lead generating assets.
Yeah.
And so that's what he has done. That's what he's doing. He's super excited about this because he's like, I've never had this much momentum in anything. And so to be able to have that, so now he's building on that very, very quickly. And so I'm really excited, but he said he's at like 1,000 email subscribers right now. Yeah. And that's just from him putting, here's the other thing.
That was only one video.
Here's the other thing. He actually didn't do one of the things we told him to do. Yeah. Shame on you, Matt.
And we'll talk about what that is in a little bit.
I actually shot him a Loom video.
I know you did. Yeah, you told me.
And he was actually really, really grateful for that. But I basically sent him a Loom video and I said, Matt, listen, man, like it's awesome, but we got to fix this one thing. Yep. And he's like, well, you know, he messaged me back and he was so grateful. But I said, listen, you got to fix this one thing. Because if you fix this one thing, you're going to double or triple the email subscribers that you're getting. And what does that do when we get more email subscribers? It's going to allow us to connect with these people, and then for those people to have a two-way conversation. So this way here, we can reach out to them. They can reach out to us. We can put something in our bio and say, hey, want some help on your piano? Yeah. Check out my Calendly link and book a call or book a session. Yep. And that's kind of what he's going to be doing. But he was basically putting, and this is how he got those leads, which is still the power of a video, is he put it into his description. Very, very top. So little tip for you, little ninja tip. In the description, put that at the very top. Yeah. Whatever your download is or whatever your giveaway, your free, your thing that you're trading their email for, you're basically going to want to put that up top. And then the other place to put it is pin it. Pin it in that comment. And he did that.
And just to clarify, why do you want to put it in the first line of your description?
Yeah, because in that first description, if you notice, even if you're on your mobile, the minute that you scroll down just a little bit, it'll say the first maybe 2 sentences, first lines, and then it will say read more. So what we want to do is we want to get that to show up so people don't have to actually click in, and it'll get their attention.
And while we're on this, and it's a little side thing, but talk about description. You're talking about description a little bit. Yeah. Does it really matter what you put in your description?
I don't believe it does. You know, we haven't seen anything. We've been posting the same thing. We've got, some videos that are over 100,000, views, which is great. Yay. But that also, it showed us that we don't need a description that's keyword stuffed.
Yeah. Description, tags, all of that. And the reason I wanted to bring that up is because I feel a lot of people are like, but Scott, how can I put that there if I have to put a description of what my video is about and write that out? Because that's what a lot of people do.
Think about this. What is YouTube doing the minute that we upload that video?
Oh, they're analyzing it.
They're analyzing everything.
The video.
Yes. And here's what they're doing. They're transcribing every single word. So that now becomes the data that allows them to help you find your audience. So, and I've seen some guys do this and girls where it's like, they'll say their title in the very first part of the video. So be like, in this video, I'm going to share with you, whatever it is, how to retire with less than $500,000 if you're in your 50s. Like if that was the title, that's what the thing would be. Yep. Right. And so they're doing that because they know that YouTube is transcribing and they're thinking, well, if I give them that's the most important piece, they might, I don't know if that's true, but I just say all of that data now that we're feeding them by us talking right now is being transcribed. Oh, yeah. And then behind the scenes, because I don't know if you know this, but if you scroll down in the description, it'll say show transcript. And you can actually go through someone's transcript. Yep. All you got to do is click on it. Yep. It's already there. So we don't have to transcribe or upload a transcript like we used to years ago. Yeah. So no, you don't have to worry about that.
Awesome. So I want to stay real quick on the whole idea of views. Okay. Because I think you brought up a crucial point, which we've figured out is you want the right views, not just views. Okay. There's a big difference there. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'd take a 1 million view video, right? But for Mike, he's like, he understands it because he's had it happen. He's like, yeah, it's great. Got 30,000 subscribers. What'd I get from it? Nothing. Right. So we want the right views when we're targeting this right now. And this goes for anyone that has been in our 1K collective that's already done it, all right, who have a video that's gone, microviral. I mean, we have people that's gotten 200,000 views, 400,000 views. Gavin the other day, his is over 400,000 views, right? Like they're getting that. And now his is for the right audience, which is great.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the reason I want to bring that up is because a lot of people talk about shorts and they're like, oh, I want to grow. I want to get shorts and I want to get, 1 million views. And that's great. And you're going to get 1 million subscribers from that. But we've seen so many accounts that have even reached out to us. And they're like, I have 700,000 subscribers. I can't even make $500 on AdSense and I have nothing on the back end. And I post a long form. I get 300 views. So do views matter? No. Okay. Focus on the right views, not just the virality. So that way you can show a number to people, right? Because it doesn't matter.
Bragging rights.
Yeah. And honestly, I do think sometimes it hurts it. However, in the same breath, for any of our clients that have had a microviral, or maybe yourself, right? I want you to also understand, like even us on this channel, we know right now videos we could put out, which we're not, but we could put out that are probably going to go microviral. Okay. And for us, it's anything with YouTube growth that's turn off this, or, we have a whole catalog of things we go through that's literally talking not about business, but talking about YouTube growth, YouTube monetization, YouTube this. Like we could talk about that. Guarantee we could probably get 100 times what we're getting right now in views because of what we're targeting, right? And the reason we're able to come up with that is because we've tested so much. And we talk about taking swings, and you say that all the time, right? So and this goes for everyone. Whatever niche you're in, you need to try different things in there, right? Because right now, going back to Matt, right? When he did the cover ones, right?
Yep.
He could put one out right now. It'd probably do pretty good because he's done a lot of those and they do great. But the ROI for him, for his business, isn't there.
No.
So he might want to put one once in a while, so maybe he can get some views in, but it might not matter because it doesn't relate to anything as far as selling a course or anything like that.
I think the difference though is that if you are trying to on YouTube, if you're trying to just get to monetization, that's a whole nother niche.
But would you even right now, if you're going onto YouTube and you are in a specific niche and you're like, your end goal is to sell something on there, whether it's a coaching, whether it's a product, whatever, right? Are you even telling someone first, I want you to focus on getting monetized?
No.
As of right now,
no.
2025.
Absolutely not.
No, why?
Because
do you need to be monetized?
You don't need to be monetized. And my first channel ever wasn't monetized ever. Actually, I was pre-monetization, so they didn't even offer it.
Yeah.
But then they did offer it, and I never turned it on. And my reasoning behind it, which was kind of dumb, I should have turned it on because I could have turned it on.
Yeah.
Was because I don't want an ad coming up to take people away from my content. Okay. And so, but what I didn't realize is they're putting up ads anyway. It's not because I tell it to not do it. What it's basically saying is you're going to let people be in front of your audience anyway.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
So that was dumb on my end, but that business, again, another perfect example. I've talked about it here on the channel. It started off really slow. This is years ago. This is YouTube was 20 years old. This was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And so built that channel to about 16,000 subscribers, and that did multiple six figures with my own products. Only had an email list of 8,000 people, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Had a membership of over 1,000 people paying every single month.
Yep.
Anyway, my point is if, and again, it's different though, because there's so much out there right now telling people
get monetized.
Get monetized.
Make
get
this money.
monetized. Look how much money I made monetized.
Faceless. I didn't even do anything.
Exactly.
Made 20,000 a month. Yeah. Okay.
So that there is a trap that a lot of people are falling into that just want the money. They're just doing this for a side hustle. And we realized that when we got started in this, we were like, oh man, we're in that space. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to be in that space because I do not want to just be going after YouTube money. right? I want to help people build businesses. And if I can be a person or a vehicle that helps them to get to where they want to go, even if it doesn't mean getting a lot of views. And honestly, it's a lot less stress. We don't need to worry about views as much, because think about this for a second. And I've got friends of mine right now that they've been on a podcast. Okay. They've been on a podcast. The podcast one of them only got 1,000 views. Another one got 3,000 views. And one of them made $100,000 in clients from that podcast. And the other one, I think, is close to 70,000 right now. And that'll keep going, because why? It's an evergreen asset. And they were interviewed on someone else's podcast, by the way. And that was a video podcast.
Yeah.
So the thing is if you sell something, you have that potential on the back end. If you're just going for monetization, the video does its thing and then it usually will tail off, or it might just hover there, right? And it's like, how much are you making? $2 RPM, like per 1,000? Are you making $20? Yeah. Even if you're making 20, it's not that much money.
It's not.
But the holy grail is when you're able to build your email list so you can get more clients or get more people to buy your product or any of that, right? That's the holy grail, is getting that and getting paid to build your email list, which we've done. We're honest about this. Yeah. We've made $10,000 in 12 months on AdSense from this account. Okay. And
in 9 months, I know what you're. I have the stats. I looked it up. In 9 months of selling our coaching and trainings and all of that, we hit 6 figures. We're a little bit over 100 grand. In 9 months of selling.
Yeah.
So
we didn't start selling until like
November. Last year.
Yeah. So we waited to build the audience, because that's what we talk about and that's what we teach. But the whole thing is like, we've built an email list of over 11,000 active. I say active because we actually had 15,000 people over the course of the year, and we kept 11,000 of them. Some people unsubscribe, and that's totally cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got paid to build our email list. Yeah. We didn't basically spend any money on advertising. So Facebook ads, that would have cost us at least $5 or $10 a lead. And we know that Gavin, who's in the fitness space, he told us he's spending $35 per lead.
Yeah. So speaking on that, would you recommend to someone right now, instead of saying, hey, I want you to focus on monetization, I want you to focus on, before you even start your channel, I want you to create a lead magnet. Would you say that first, and already having, or not even a lead magnet, I take that back, a free resource that you can eventually give as a lead magnet that's in your business? I think, and I think you'd back me up on this, I would focus on that first before focusing on, getting all these views and doing all this, because if you have that, even on a video that gets 20 views, maybe you get one person out of that, right? Yeah. The ROI on that down the road, they could potentially become a client, right? And this to say, this is all part of our flywheel that we're talking about, right? And that flywheel, we actually did a whole workshop on that.
2 hours.
2 hours long.
With coaches and course creators.
Course creators. I can't even say it. Course creators, online coaches, all that. We had them all there for about 2 hours. Pretty insightful, and
teaching the whole strategy.
Yeah,
the whole flywheel.
And if you guys want that, it's actually free. All you gotta do is comment leads down below, and we'll send you that. And we will have a playbook coming out, which I think we're about finalized.
It's almost ready.
It's almost there.
Almost ready. I'd say it's probably gonna be ready in the next few days. So then,
which is pretty much a breakdown of the workshop.
20 pages.
It's a little bit easier for you guys to kind of read through.
But it gives the whole strategy breakdown.
Gives the whole thing. Again, just comment leads if you want that. So the reason I wanted to bring up the lead part and building your free resource lead magnet is because that is exactly what Matt did. And that's what's bringing me into the next part of Matt, right? So before he had this video, he's been definitely in touch with what we're doing in the 1K Collective, but also he's kind of along the journey with us for our pivot, which is more talking about business and how to kind of grow your email list. Because he wasn't really growing his email list before that. Right. He started listening to us. He's like, hey, I want to create the free resource. Hey guys, I got one. All right, I'm gonna do this. And he did that, okay? Now he had the video take, all right? Now, again, he didn't follow the right strategy, which is okay.
Well, he missed one little piece. It's pretty important.
He missed it, which we'll explain that in just a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But before that, okay, he still had the free resource in place. He had the lead magnet ready, okay? And the video took, and he got over 1,000, I believe, right?
It's a little over 1,000.
A little over 1,000 emails from that.
Yep.
And if he didn't have that free resource, this is why I say start with it.
Yeah.
Okay. If he didn't have that, because he didn't know like this next video it's gonna go microviral. He didn't know.
No.
It could have been another one that got 300 views, right? So it's like, I think that's why I kind of want to emphasize a little bit, especially for business owners, online coaches, course creators, that like you want to have that in mind first, is that free resource, that lead magnet. So once you put in every video, heck, you get a video 6 months from now, start picking up. Like we have videos from 6 months ago, still getting comments coming in, right? Because we have that lead magnet ready. If you don't have that ready, you can't go back in the catalog and kind of add. I mean, you can add to the description, but it's probably not going to have the same effect as what the strategy is that we talk about. What is our strategy that we use that he missed on his section, but still he was able to collect some leads.
Yeah, it's part of our formula actually for the video content creation. So what we generally do is and I call it like a sandwich, and it's a content sandwich, where what we're doing is we're, number one, we're opening the intro with a hook. So it's like something that's going to grab the attention. That's a given. Okay. From there, though, we are going to go right into teaching, or we're going to go right into sharing whatever it was, the story, whatever it is, we're going to get right into it.
Yep.
But let's say the intro is a minute long, and then let's say that the content's going to be 6 minutes long. Well, at about the 3 minute mark-ish, it doesn't have to be exact, I'm going to basically have something in there that also kind of refers to my lead magnet. Okay, it's going to be something that's going to be like, and oh, by the way, I know I'm talking about this this chord and this this certain scale. Actually, I've got like 5 practice scales inside of my playbook. If you would like to get a copy of that, just put scales in the comments down below. So what that does is it allows you to hook them, but then also start teaching right away, because people are going to thank you. When you start teaching right away and you're not like just, giving them a whole like story of why you're teaching, it's like, just get into it. We get so many people that are like, thank you so much for just getting into it. But then about, like I said, halfway through or even a quarter of the way through, and for us, it has to come natural, but you also plan it that way and that's what we teach, is like in that formula, is like, then you mention it. And when you're mentioning it now, you're bringing attention to it. And the difference is we're always saying like comment, like we said, comment leads down below. You'll comment leads. And then what we'll do is we will reach out and we will send you to the area where you can download that or you can get access to it. And that's it. And then you keep going on with the content. So that's the sandwiches, is like, we have first part of the content. We have the call to action to the lead magnet. That's going to give them something of value for free. It's going to build off of what we've already taught. And then the ending of that is going to be the bottom half of that sandwich. And then we're going to close out where we're going to give them a place to go to get more help on maybe one certain area of the thing we just taught. That's the thing in a nutshell. And that's kind of what we teach all of our students and our clients. So that's, and if you get one thing from this, it's like, really just focus. Really, and we didn't even talk about this, we probably should just touch on it, is like, you got to get very, very specific in that niche. Like that is like extremely, extremely important, because if you don't do that, it's going to be hard to stand out. And number two, you're going to need more views, right? Because what that's going to happen is you're trying to go to a broader appeal. But if you can go after certain segments of that market. So for him, right now, he's going after the beginner piano player, all right? But he's also, and I think not in all of them, but he's definitely catering, or he was, to like, I think if you were older and then you wanted to play, I think there was at least 1 or 2 videos there that he was doing that. So he was testing that bucket, but it's like learning how to play with also outspending like a ton of time trying to learn how to play, which I think is the shortcut. So that's the area he is right now. But now he can splinter that off and go into different areas. Like I said, and I was just talking to Jeff, another one of our, he's actually in our, he's a guitarist, but he's also going to be in our upcoming Steady Leads Accelerator program, which is going to be very intense with these coaches and course creators. But basically, he is basically segmenting himself, and this is the other guy, Jeff, that's a guitarist, where he's starting to target like certain styles of play, but then he's going a level deeper and going like, I'm going to teach people in this one bucket, Eddie Van Halen style. And then I might go to another popular guitarist and teach him that type of style. With Matt, he can do the same thing, where he can start to highlight, certain either demographics. It could be people that are, maybe they're over 40 and they want to pick up the piano again. Maybe they started playing piano when they were a kid and then they got a job and then they got married.
Maybe it's retired people.
Maybe it's just retired people. So you do want to get specific. But again, we have that ring, like we talk about. It's like we have the bullseye, which like who is the perfect one, and then go a ring out from that, a little bit more broad, but still pretty dialed in, and then another ring, and so on. So I think he got dialed in on who he was targeting, and I think that helped him tremendously.
And I think another thing on top of that is identifying what is the problems in that niche that he is solving.
Yeah.
Anytime we literally were just looking through our own content recently, when we put anything out that is anything of a struggle, or if it's anything that is relatable to where people are frustrated or having an issue with doing something right, they want to see that. Whether it's you dealing with it or someone else, they want to see that. So if you have the solution to that, or given some advice of some sort that can help them even just a little bit, they're more interested in it, and they also get something from it, right? And so I think that's also what Matt did. Is right now, like, he's teaching, I know he teaches like certain chords and stuff and how to like make it smooth and this and that. Like, some of those are problems people have played that or have when they're playing the piano, right? It might be like, I can't do smooth transitions when I'm doing, the whatever note to this, right? But he's like, I don't know what his title is, but his title could be something like, if you're struggling with smooth transitions, make sure you do this next time you play.
Or something try like this, simple hack.
Yeah, because he has done some similar to that, but he's identifying the problem, he's giving some sort of a solution, and then it's relatable because it's a pain point, right? It's something that people are actually dealing with in his niche, and that's what comes down to too. Are you identifying what they are? Because if you're just guessing, you're like, yeah, some people, they might have issues with the pedals or whatever, but maybe not a lot of people are. Maybe just some people, and they don't want to watch a video on it. So maybe I'm not going to do as much content on that. Maybe it's going to be more of the C note or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a piano player.
He doesn't know.
I'm not even musically inclined.
You played the saxophone.
I played the saxophone a little bit. Terrible. Squeaking all over the place.
That was funny.
But anyway, I think that's something too that a lot of people need to do when they start narrowing down is make sure you're identifying the problem within your niche that people are relating to, and then figure out that solution to it and be able to offer that while still mentioning what the struggle point is. And I think that's something that helps on YouTube try to get more traction coming in of the right views, because you're going to start hitting people that are relating to the struggle. So all that to say, kind of wrap this up a little bit with Matt. Matt started from, again, a kind of a different part of the niche, more covers and stuff. Decided that's not my ideal audience. I don't care how many views I'm getting. It's not my ideal audience. It's not helping my business. Okay, so how do I help my business? I got to kind of pivot. I got to target my audience a little bit different and start building that up. It took time. It took a lot of videos for him to do, probably a month worth of videos. After that, got one that took. He had the lead magnet ready. Now he's getting clients through the door, right? And he started having people. I think he even messaged on that one video. He got 7 new clients from it, or something like that.
It's over.
Is he over that now? No, 12 now. From one video. And I think he just meant. I don't even think he mentioned it in the video. I think he just had it in his description of clients. I think people reached out to him, email, and all of that. So it's like, and that's just little. And that's not even really a big video. That's definitely a microviral. Like 20,000 views is really not that much.
Right.
But even his videos now, I mean, I just looked like 2 days ago, he's got a video over 7,000 views and over 100 comments on it, like 119 comments or something like that. And it's all people, thank you so much for this, blah, blah, blah. So don't you think they want the lead magnet now? And they want that because they want to learn more from him, and they're relating to him now. And now he's starting to build this community, this ecosystem, like you said before.
Yeah. And I just want to just really, really reiterate that these are, when you have a business, these are assets for the business.
Yes.
And I want you to think about that, because Matt was posting some videos and they weren't getting the views he wanted. But now that he has some video that are picking up, it's lifting them up. So we had a video that we posted early on, had like 50 views, 60 views. And it was a short video. It was like, I think it was like 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't even think that long.
And I wasn't even following the formula to a T. And it was in the back of the car, and you were filming me, and we had your mother drive us around. So we just answered some questions. And the reason why we did that was to get some movement on that as a little test to see, like, what if it's like you're traveling with someone, is it better, and it's easy content, and just answering a question.
Yeah.
And literally that video, I think it's over 19,000, and it's
no, it's way over that. I think it's at like 25 to almost 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that one there, is like something that you would have just looked at and go, nah, it's not going to do good.
Yeah.
But it's a piece of content that also can connect you with someone down the line, but also that someone can view later. The other thing is, and this is the last thing that I'm gonna share on this, because we can keep going here for like 2 hours. But when you have these assets, I was just literally talking to, I believe it was, I think it was Jeff, the guitar teacher, is that when we're creating these assets, the other thing that you do with these assets now is you can email your list 3 months from now about a video you did 3 months ago, because they might say, hey, I'm not really sure how to do this chord progression.
Yeah.
Or I'm really struggling with my hand picking.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, no problem. I shot a video. Go check it out. And you send it to them. So now you send it to them and they're going to watch it, and then they're just going to buy in a little bit more. They're going to build a little bit more trust. And so you're building this brand awareness, but also like you're getting a deeper connection. And so think of those as assets that you can use later. You can put them in an email follow-up.
Yeah.
You can put them in an email follow-up and then say, hey, if you struggle with, with certain chords, I got, a video that I did that'll help you with 3 of the most, primary, chords that are being used or something. Boom, link over to it. It's a very short email.
Yeah.
And it's just another thing to deliver value and goodwill.
Yep.
So with that all being said, guys, I really hope that you got inspired, but I also hope that you take this and run with it. And if you are a business owner, let us know that in the comments. Put down below what you sell, what you offer. Let us know. Just let us know. All right. Because I truly believe that if you think about this differently, if you think about this as a business, as this is a way for you to get attention and build assets over time that are going to bring in either clients, students, or sell some of your product, I'm telling you right now, this is a game changer. And if you think about it that way, it changes everything. All right. So with that all being said, guys, remember, we're here for you.
We believe in you.
We're rooting for you.
But you have to.
You must. Say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action.